sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, wanting just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Good morning, good morning. I see AVA was first this morning. Thank you, AVA. Hey there, Georgie. Good morning. We got Native Pride in here. We got Tim Walters. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you guys being here. Mandy Pandy, good morning to you. How are you all this morning? I am having a good morning. It's cooling off again. We had a small little heat wave. It hit the 90s. And yesterday, the high was 85 or 86, around there. And today, it's going to be a little bit less than that, like 82. Good morning, Rickles. Good morning, Heroes. Heroes Chris, good morning. He's all the way, well, it's not morning for him. He's out there in Belgium. Georgie got into a fight with her floor and the floor won. Yeah, that'll do it. Good morning, Starzy. Yeah, the dog. This dog. She's like, oh, is it time to tear apart your bed again? You know I'm talking about you. So it's a little bit cooler here today. I'm not gonna complain. It's been really nice. I did buy some of the electrical stuff. I didn't get all of it. I got to get all this stuff so I can bring the electrician out here. Because then after I get my tax refund, then I'm gonna put in my mini splits. So, which, by the way, tomorrow is tax day. So make sure. I did an extension months ago. I'm all right. But yeah, need to get those in. Trying to think what else is happening. Not a ton of stuff. It's so. Did you guys watch TC's video? I feel bad because that video is one I've been promising you, and just with the way this situation, how it's dragging out, I couldn't share it. But um, there had been people, and AVA's got a video coming out. I think he said he's gonna. You tell us, AVA, when you're putting it out. But yeah, I just feel bad when I promise you guys something and then I can't deliver. Um, and that was out of my control. But it got out because of TC. And that's good. If it pulls in TC views, I'm happy. Stepped on the tax before. Oh yeah, yeah. I get they call them goat heads. The pickers out here, and they stick to everything. And I normally don't walk around here barefoot. I normally have socks on, but yeah, like the dog will track them in, and she'll bite them off of her foot, and then they just kind of lay there waiting for me to pick them up. And yeah, that's the worst. I have stepped on Legos. Legos are nothing. Stepping on those goat heads, oh my god, because those things stick into your foot. Stabbed yourself with the strips as you were pulling them. Yeah, it happens. Good morning, Laura. I hope you're having a good day. Let's see. I gotta pull up my X. I was watching a little bit of the news. Not a ton of. I wasn't paying a ton of attention to it. I was doing a little bit of trolling this morning. Well, first, I want to go through my legal chat and see if there's any new cases. Oh, so that the Garcia case, the Department of Justice just removed one of the attorneys. Hmm. Interesting. Very interesting. Which that doesn't surprise me that there are people inside the Justice Department working about it. This is Jonathan Turley talking about a possible defamation case. There, he may be able to claim. He may be able to claim damages. May be able, whether or not it's false could be an issue, and whether or not it's malicious could be an issue. Mr. Coop likes trolling. Hey, Magic Angel, welcome, welcome. Vet firefighter, good morning. Did you guys watch TC's video? What'd you think? My parents had half an acre field. Oh yeah, the goat heads, not fun. Um, I would imagine it's because they're working for China, Georgie. They like sending people here to work for them. Okay, not a whole lot in the legal stuff. Let's see what the regular news has. Trump is suing 60 Minutes in Paramount. Okay. Don't know if he'll be successful. I haven't looked at that case. Oh, good morning, TC. Johnny Chung's vlog. I have no clue what that says. But thank you for being here, Johnny. Some of these stories that the media does, it's like, I don't care. Like, I don't care about a lot of this Hollywood shit. Stop trying to make us care. Like, here's a story about a female basketball player in the WNBA draft. No one cares. No one watches the WNBA. The people who have a problem with me and argue with me, okay, tell me how much of the WNBA you watch. Rory McIlroy, he finally won the Masters. Good for him. I didn't meet him, but I did cover. He did the Dubai Open, and I was there for a couple days of that. Got as close to him as I am to my camera. Good morning, Larry. So, did you guys not watch TC's video? Is that why you guys have no comments about it? Let me share my screen. I'm going to turn off the audio, though. Jury selection for Karen Reed. I haven't been following this new trial as much as the old one. The old one was really good. Complete BS what that judge did. I watch a little bit of the WNBA, but that's about it. There's a clip. There's a clip of the WNBA, and it's highlighting why no one watches, and it's back and forth. Like they go back and forth probably 3 or 4 times with every time like air balls and rim outs. Oh, thank you, Larry. I'm not a man of violence, but if someone brings to me violence, they're gonna find violence. That's the way I say it. Don't sneak up on a Marine and attack them from behind. The only thing TC glossed over, I know it's hard to hear in that video, but if you notice right before he hits me from behind, he screams. Good morning, Leslie. Welcome, welcome. Oh, AVA's video is up. Okay. I'm going to share that right now. There's people I know who will want to see that.
Retired Captain Mike Martin.
I'll check that out. Hey, Jessica. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. What is this? Worlds are colliding. Don't care. Blue Origin's all-female crew, including Katy Perry and Lauren Sanchez, prep for glammed-up space launch. Okay. That's my take on it. Okay. Hey, we got Yoda here this morning. Good morning. Meta faces trial over U.S. government claim it abused its market power to acquire Instagram and WhatsApp before they could become competitors. I can see that. I could see that. Remember, monopolies don't occur unless the government allows them. Good morning, Audrey. Welcome, welcome. UK to align with Trump on China or lose favorite status in Washington. Okay. Coachella's going on, so there's a bunch of weird people in my town right now. We are 40 minutes away from, without traffic, from Coachella. But it's so long. It would be about 20 minutes, but you got to go around the mountains. You got to go around Joshua Tree. So, yeah, in the grocery store this weekend, a bunch of people dressed like fucking dipshits. But I know why they're staying up here, because it's going to be much cheaper than staying down there. Uh, massive new neighborhood coming to North Las Vegas. Interesting. Las Vegas has had a lot of development coming. The video was pretty much just as you had said a while back. Yeah, it's a very sad situation that it occurred. I can prove that I was trying to avoid that exact situation, but when there are people who are dead set on violence, there's not much you can do to deter them, and that's the sad part. Um, so I was ready for it. I didn't know he was there. That's why I had my back turned to the van. Like, I didn't even know he was there. There was no indication at all. Hope you all help keep the video about Skipper going so we can ramp up the heat. Um, so you all, if you see that video and you think there's a problem, if you're not reporting it, if you're not sending it to your news, if you're not sending it to your congressman, nothing will ever get done. And me and TC, when we report about things, it's about solving problems. We do lots of videos of a government uncontrolled. Federal, state, local, doesn't matter. But nothing ever gets done. Like, if you just watch it and say, "Oh, that's horrible," it's still going to remain. You have to contact people. You have to get the word out. Good morning, Greg. I am doing well this morning. Georgie, giving Georgie war paint from the War Paint Princess. And I like Stitch in your avatar. Only a coward would attack from behind. I had a gut feeling that it was a setup from the beginning. I Yes. So the whole reason I have a dash cam, the whole reason, is because uh, he was being brought to things that he had no business at. And as you can tell from the video, he's a bigger guy than me. And it's all to intimidate me and harass me. And I had asked, please stop bringing him. And I was told, no, no, no. And I had a discussion with my lawyer. And I was in my lawyer's office. And she said, open your phone right now. Wherever you shop, whether it's Amazon, go right now and get a dash cam. And she was like, you want one that's 360 degrees. She goes, that's what you want. She goes, if there's dead spots, she goes, I found if there's dead spots, there's always going to be stuff in the dead spots. Buy one that's 360. And I think I spent $60, but I bought it. I purchased it right there in her office. Came like 2 days later and I installed it. And hoped I would never need it. I hoped I would never need it. And I am so thankful that I do have it, because they told the police that night, and this is what's going to come out, that I attacked them. And that's what's sad. They said that I had attacked them. So it's very sick. It's very disgusting. But yeah. I've been denied other stuff like FOIA requests. Um, yeah, there's things out there that I've been denied. That is every one of our rights. Uh, for instance, when I did a FOIA request, the Navy said, well, you're an interested party, so we're not going to give it to you. That's not the way that FOIA works. They love saying that it's not in the public interest. And that is not how any of this stuff works. If it's a government record, just by being a government record, it's in the public interest. It doesn't matter who's requesting it. We're accountable. The government is accountable to all of us. Yes, this is 100% true. I've been asked, I can only speak in generalities. Oh, this is 100% true. That's great news, Tim. This is very good news. Uh, I'm glad that we were able to provide some assistance with that. Um, I wish you were closer so that I could actually come out and help with you know building it. Oh, okay. I know what this is. This I can get rid of. Um, I am still like there's stuff you guys are gonna see. There's more to this. Way more to this. We're not done, and that's a shame. The fact that we're not done with this. That there are still things that have yet to come to light publicly. Here we go. That's not what I need. What is this? Sorry, I'm just looking through. Oh, okay. I know what that is. Sorry, guys. I'm just looking for a couple things here. Uh, there we go. Oh, Johnny Klung said, "Looks good, my friend. Have a nice day." Thank you, Johnny. I hope you can understand me. I don't speak Mandarin. I don't speak um, Cantonese. A good friend of mine is from South Africa. He speaks Mandarin, and I had no clue until we went to a Chinese restaurant, and he just started speaking and ordering for us in Mandarin. And they were very shocked. Here's this white guy from South Africa who speaks Mandarin. But when he turned 18, rather than go to college, he decided he wanted to go to China. Did not speak a lick of Mandarin. Got an apartment, was looking for jobs, and just was like, "No, I'm going to learn." And now he speaks Mandarin and can read it too. It's interesting. He taught me it doesn't matter Mandarin or Cantonese. The writing is still the same. Like the so it like you can you might not be able to speak it, but you can read it. Yep, yep. There's more to this story, and it's a shame. It is a shame. The government, the government should not be choosing sides. Is what I'll say. They should not be choosing sides. Um, okay, there we go. I'm finding the stuff that I'm looking for here. Man, a file that I sent, it is taking forever. Taking forever. Um, I don't know why they're doing this with the all female thing. I mean, okay. Kind of stupid in my opinion, but whatever. Uh, rental homeowners community prepare for Toledo's lead ordinance. Hmm. Last of Us season 2 came out. I haven't watched it yet. Or are they gonna do a gay storyline? Why do they have to make everything lame and gay? Like, really? 9% of the population is gay, but we got to throw a gay storyline into everything. Yep, there are things still happening to me today. I live under fear today, and I've been told by a government official that my fear of being attacked again is irrational. Uh, I am I am searching for an attorney. I've talked to some. The problem that I keep finding is this is clearly a messy case. It's a messy case. And some don't want to take it. Um, I have one there's something that needs to happen still that will likely happen. It'll likely happen. And I've talked to this one attorney and they said, when that happens, call us. We will absolutely take this case when that happens. Um, but I mean, it's all dollar signs. That's what people don't understand about uh, attorneys. They're all about the money. And when this thing happens, it's because there's money involved. And that's what they're waiting for. Yep. Yep. You think it was just me. Nope. It's not. Um the people involved are in charge. And if like when I was a captain and you know what? I'll show some of this stuff. Um when I was a captain, I was victimized. And now you guys will probably understand a little bit more of why I have PTSD is because I was victimized. And if I have anything that I ever regret, it's that I wasn't strong enough then to fight. But that's why I do this show. It's part of the reason why I am a journalist is because, you know, I will fight now. Like I feel like now I don't care about certain things. It's like I will now fight. So here, let me stop doing this, and I'm gonna show you this here. Now I want you all to remember this happened to an officer. So right here, I my ex was acting strange one day, and I found this series of texts. And it stood out because, okay, the background is there was an incident, a domestic violence incident between me and my ex. She attacked me. She then went to the government and uh, claimed that I attacked her. I got called in, and I'll be able to prove this. I got called in, and I was able to prove that I was not the one who was the aggressor. And we were separated. The military ordered me to leave my home for several days. And when I came back, I had found these texts. And it said they don't want you to go to the domestic violence group. That's what DV means, domestic violence group. Can't make you do any of it. You're a civilian. So that I thought was a little bit weird. Um, uh, yeah, here's yeah, this is my ex talking to someone who I didn't know. So Kirsten just called to reschedule our coffee just in case if there's a government shutdown, which I totally get. Didn't mention the fact that both cases are going to the Incident Determination Committee. This is a committee on base, okay? And she said, I thought Leslie said no. Well, the CCSM said yes to both. So this means that our case was going to go in front of this large board that meets on the base, and it was going to be determined who's the problem. Okay, and when they do that, they send people to various, like anger management or domestic violence counseling or all this stuff. Now, mind you, I am the victim. They've already determined that I was the victim. I was the one attacked. Uh, but yet I was the one that had to leave my home. Okay. Uh, and I thought Leslie said no. Well, the CCM said yes to both. Shit. Well, now Kat is out of the bag now, Mike. This could be a career changer for him. Wartime girl, you need anything, I will be there for you. Okay, this is a very disturbing text. Wartime girl. This is a career changer for me. I'm the victim. Okay? That's what you guys need to understand. I was the victim. Um, and here she's saying if they want you to go to the domestic violence group, they can't make you do it. You're a civilian, which is true. And because of that, none of it meets criteria. I'm unsure why it's even going except to embarrass. So that's the way they're just trying to embarrass me. That's the way she always thinks about things. But this right here is what was concerning. Okay. Now, notice the name was not saved in the phone. And that also was like, I was like, what? So, okay, you want to know who this person was? This person that's talking about the incident, this person that's talking to my ex, was my counselor, doing all of this without my permission or approval. That's why I have PTSD. Shit like this. This is base personnel breaking their own rules, breaking my privacy. And this was 2013. This happened in 2013. That's how long this stuff has been going. That is how long. And this is when I wouldn't shut up about the the violation of my privacy as a victim. You know what they did to me? They deployed me to the Middle East for a year, and they never conducted an investigation. That is how things were done. Well, I got to be careful when I talk about the base, but this is the type of things I've dealt with. Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay. Now, this is all the stuff from 2013 that I'm showing you. But this is what happened to me while I was in. So this here is from my victim advocate. And right here, Alan Sackett, he was in charge of family advocacy for the base. So these are the people who are supposed to protect victims. She kept calling me to put me in this power group, right? Which is about being able to have disagreements in domestic situations, right? But they're trying to make me do classes, not the person who attacked me. And I said, I'm open to doing it. I still have my previous concerns about my privacy because, yeah, this is where I assure you that your information has and will remain confidential. It's already been violated. It was already violated because Catherine DeBleek was my counselor, and that was who was emailing my ex. So my counselor, without my knowledge, without my consent, was talking to the person who abused me. Do you understand how big of a problem that is? And this is the base saying, oh, no, no, that hasn't happened. Um, I've already put my trust in the family advocacy program only to find out that my personal issue had being discussed inappropriately by someone who was not my case manager, nor were they discussing it in an official capacity. Um, so what should have happened as soon as I sent this email is there should have been an investigation. And I said, I want to work with Family Advocacy Program, but I don't see any willingness by anyone at the Family Advocacy Program to address what I believe is to at least be an ethical violation. This is a military base not following its own rules. I'm trauma vomiting. I'm just getting this out there. Just getting this out there. So this is what I've been dealing with for years. This is how the base reacted. This is how they reacted. Well, no, this is not about the fight. This is not about the fight. This is old stuff, and that's why I'm showing it because this is like history. They'll never like they'll never ever look into any of this stuff. It's too old. People are gone. I'm just showing this is why I have PTSD. I can talk about this old stuff. I can talk about this. This has nothing to do with the fight. But I just want you guys to know this is why. This is why I do what I do. Because I realize when this happened to me, no one was there to fight for me. So I will be there to fight for others. Because I know what that's like. I know the loneliness. I'll do a thing. There's a video I've been wanting to do of suicidal ideations. This caused me suicidal ideations. That that was in 2013. All of all of my PTSD is tied to this base because of people not doing their job, because of people protecting others. For some of you send me texts. I appreciate all your texts. Um, yeah, what I'm talking about, it's old. This is over a decade old. Oh, I know I am, Georgie. I trust me. You guys have my back. I trust me. I'm in a much better place. That's why, like, with stuff like what was in that video, that happened over a year ago, a year and a half ago. And I've talked about it, but I can be very calm about it. You know, I've got my therapist. That was the other thing. In the lead up to that video, I could tell where things were going. I increased my therapy sessions. And me and my therapist, we talked about strategies that, if certain people are at certain places at certain times, how would I react? And everything I did was about de escalation, bringing everything down. But, when there is people who are dead set on a certain goal, no matter how unhealthy that is, other than avoiding that person, which I can't do. There's not much. There's not much I can do. I will say this. This is one legal thing I can talk about. I have a hearing for a restraining order. I do have one. It's on the books. I hope that the court issues one because I don't want things to escalate. Right here. Yep. My mother got involved with the cop every time he was on duty. He pulled my father up and got to the stage where my father got us kids. No wonder why my father had a beer every day. Yeah, it's people who just they can't move on. They cannot move on. And I think you guys can understand why I'm concerned about my safety, having seen the video. So I'll only be showing this old stuff that's old news, just so you guys have an understanding. TC he'll be bringing a lot more to light. Same with AVA. Go check out AVA. Put out a video this morning. I think you'll laugh. I think you guys will laugh. But yeah, now you know why. Why I do what I do. Why I am very cautious. Oh, you left the state? Yeah, that's the thing, James. Why do people have to use their position and their power? That's a shame. That is a shame. And you know what? It's sadly more common than people would think. Because there's also people in government and in power who just won't say, stop. Stop what you're doing. It's not right. So I hope you guys all understand what I try to do with my show, what TC tries to do with his show. Because we are trying to make this country and this world better. Because there's certain things we should not accept. And I hope you choose not to accept it. Well, I'm not going to put that on the screen. AVA just posted a link. Yeah. Yeah, it's stressful, James. And the same thing happened to TC. It's not exactly the same, but TC was a sheriff's deputy. He was a correctional deputy. He's not today. And all this is the same thing. And it's going to take all of us banding together and saying it needs to stop. Exactly, Robert. Exactly. And the good thing today is there's body camera footage, there's dash cams. I would be in jail today if I didn't have that dash cam. I hope you guys all realize that. I hope you all realize it. I would be in jail today. And TC will show you why. I'm sure he will. All right, folks. Well, there you go. You have a little bit more about Skipper today. I do have to get going. I have to get into the office. Let me know if there's anything I can do for any of you guys. For those of you who've texted or messaged me, I will be responding to you. Anything that you ask for me, I will be talking about. So I will be around. Thank you all for being here today. And as always, thank you for being worth serving.
Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awaking at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awaking with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awaking at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awaking with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awaking with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awaking to lighten her load. America's awaking to lighten her load.